Hello and welcome to Brainchow. Our channel is famous for rail comparisons between different countries. We usually talk about the present situation or maybe the near future. But today we are going to do something totally different.
We are going to talk about the entire history of rail transportation, and of course we will also find out which was the first train ever. Let's get started.
The first ever rail system known to the historians was in ancient Greece. Most of you will be surprised by how long ago it was made. Evidence suggests that Greeks started using rail system way back in 600 BC, which means it was around 2600 years ago.
Obviously, the rail system that they used was not at all similar to modern day railways. Instead of multiple rail coaches, they had single wagons which were pulled by either humans or animals, mainly because they had no locomotives or engines back then.
They made grooves into limestone pathways, and wheels of the wagons would fit into these parallel grooves. Basically, it performed the task of tracks.
The name of this primitive rail system was Diolkos. Diolkos? Diolkos. Well, we will put the name of this rail system here so you can read it for yourself. Maybe you will be able to pronounce it better than us, but it is this name. The rail line was 6 to 8.5 kilometers long, and it was used to transport boats over land during war situations.
And when there were no wars going on, they would use this system for transfer of goods. The next big upgrade in rail technology came in the form of steam locomotives. Richard Trevithick is known as the pioneer of steam locomotives.
In 1802, he made the first full-scale working steam locomotive, Coalbrookdale. Coalbrookdale.
On your screen, you are now looking at the replica of Coalbrookdale. As years went by, the design kept getting better. In the year 1830, the world witnessed the first ever public railway which was solely dependent on locomotives.
This rail line ran between two British cities, Liverpool and Manchester. It was so revolutionary that we can make an entire video about it. The Liverpool to Manchester railway was the first to have a signalling system. It was also the first to be fully timetabled and double-tracked. Check out these beautiful paintings and drawings representing the Liverpool and Manchester Railway. As a significant portion of our audience is from India, we would like to talk about the start of railways in India, at least briefly.
Just 7 years after Manchester and Liverpool Railway was started, first train in India ran in Madras.
It was a freight train and it was mainly used to transport granite.
If you travel 16 years further down the line, the first passenger train was started, this time in Bombay.
Steam power continued to be the dominant power system in railways all around the world for more than a century. But eventually, steam engines started getting replaced by better alternatives.
Diesel and electric locomotives require much less maintenance and they are less prone to breakdown. Also, they are faster and more fuel efficient than their steam counterparts.
But most of you will agree that steam locomotives looked amazing and sounded even more amazing.
Maybe that's why even today steam locomotives are still run on some heritage and tourist lines.
There's a lot less romance in a diesel locomotive. People don't write songs about them, don't write poems about them, whereas steam locomotives have this attraction to everyone. Wherever we go with a steam engine, crowds come out to see it.
In 1964, rail transportation witnessed another big event. High-speed railway was introduced in Japan between Tokyo and Osaka.
Yes, Japan had high-speed trains back in 1964. The first bullet train had a maximum speed of 210 kilometers per hour.
Check out these pics. They are from the 1960s. Now if you fast forward to today, Japan still holds the world record for fastest train. During testing, Japanese maglev train reached a mind-boggling speed of 603 kilometers per hour.
We have already made a video about top 10 fastest trains in the world. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you should check it out right now.
The link will be in the description, or you can click the I button right about here. It is so interesting to think that we went from this to this in just 200 years.
Rail transportation has had a huge impact on industrialization, commerce, and
Public transportation.
and world as a whole. So we thought it would be interesting to make a video about its history. We had fun making this video. Did you enjoy this video? If you did, consider clicking the like button. It will make us feel good. You can also click the subscribe button and the bell icon if you don't want to miss out our future rail related videos. Thanks for watching Brain Chow.